Hello, how you doing today? And welcome back to another video of the day, straight after the previous video I did on the TV show review on the IT crowd. And today we talk about another TV show, and this will be a recurring theme. Now I'll be replacing this with the movie reviews because I've been watching too many movies. I think I need to get into some really nitty gritty type TV show stuff. Obviously, it has to be a TV show that's in English. It can't really be somewhere from another country because I wouldn't really understand it. Yeah, there may be some, once from other countries I would speak English, which I don't mind. Too much is just fine by me, but it's not really my thing. Anyways, enough of that. This TV show is called How I Met Your Mother, and I think a lot of you must have heard this. It's pretty popular. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it on TV. And if you like Family Guy and you like watching Scrubs, which by the way, Scrubs will be the probably next TV show or somewhere else I'll do. And if you've seen those two, you must have heard this one. You must find this one funny as well as Family Guy and Scrubs. Now the reason why I say that is because the same person that made those two, Seth MacFarlane, made How I Met Your Mother. I don't know what people think is. At first, I used to think it was dumb with the characters. I used to be like, oh no, not How I Met Your Mother. Now it's like it's actually really funny. Like the characters in there, I don't know if Seth MacFarlane, he kind of has a theme within these shows. Like they got like multiple people. You have one that's a bit perverted. You have one that's a bit dumb. You have one that's a bit smart. And it's a kind of there's different personalities within these groups of characters, and it's very clever. Like in How I Met Your Mother, you got this Ted dude that never has luck with women, and he's always like trying to find the right one and stuff. And he's one of the funniest characters. Then you got Lily and Marshall, who's the married couple, which is a popular theme. Seven often has married couples and often has single people in the show. It's kind of like he has a theme in it where they all have different personalities that shine out. Marshall and Lily can be kind of funny. Then you got Robin, who's not the funniest, but then you got the ultimate character, which is one of the funniest characters in the show. That's Barney, and I think Barney's there to be random because to make it funny. Because random people are known to be more funnier in shows. Like people like Barney are often more like they're kind of random. It's like Todd from Scrubs. Todd is so perverted, he comes in it so random, he says something so funny and random, and it's like that makes you chuckle. The other characters are there to become a bit more, more serious in terms of what they're about. But the personality just shines through. Like they do cutaways too, not like how Family Guy and Scrubs does, but they do cutaways. And Seth MacFarlane's a genius at doing scripts like this. The only worst thing he's ever made is American Dad. What I've noticed, what he's done differently from American Dad compared to Family Guy, is that there's no cutaways in American Dad. There's no silly jokes. There's nothing funny. It's just dumbness. There's no clear storyline. American Dad for me is like a modern version of The Simpsons. It's not funny, and it's probably the worst cartoon he's made. And I think he made South Park too. I'm pretty sure. I'm not actually sure if that's right. If he has, he's downgraded. That's when he was at his worst. Was at South Park because what are you doing, Seth MacFarlane, writing these two? I don't know if he's made the Cleveland show, but I can see where he's going with that. However, that's not that funny. So it's like, where are you going with this, Seth MacFarlane? You've dropped, and I'm pretty sure there's new Family Guys that have come out that I haven't seen yet. That I didn't even know about. And at least he's having more sense to make new Family Guys than making the worst cartoons in history. It's worse than the Flintstones. I'm gonna be honest. And the Flintstones wasn't that bad, but it was more like a kids type of cartoon. It's it's disappointing how you made those three shows. But when you look at How I Met Your Mother, it's a great show. You got different personalities that's come through. You got like good story, right? Storylines and stuff. I wouldn't say puns. It's more like it's just silliness. But the way they talk is sort of good dialogue. And yeah, some parts are silly. What comedy does not have silly parts in it? But I've known people to be like, yo, I like dumb comedy like this. Yeah, but you got to describe dumb. The dumbness has got to be clever, not stupid for me. If it's something where they got good storylines to it that doesn't sound dumb and that has a meaning, that's what I like. But when you got people dancing around that to a dumb and be like like that, it's not funny. And you got unless they're doing it a certain manner, yeah. But you don't have all silliness and comedy. It's like one scene in the comedy that has the deadest joke. It's like, hey, I'm gonna punch you in if I'm gonna squish your eyeballs. It's like, okay, Where's the funniness? And there's people that laugh at something that isn't even funny. And yeah, everybody's different to comedy. Like, just because you see comedy, I've said this many times, just because you see a comedy doesn't say it's going to be funny because it's a comedy. Like, if I see something that looks funny and I find it funny, 9 times out of 10 it probably is. And the closest comedy that I've ever seen that's actually funny has to be Dirty Movie. That's the recent movie that I've seen, was way time ago that I've seen that, and that's a funny movie. Yeah, in most parts, some parts it was funny, but at least there was humor involved. At least the characters were more humorous. It's I was watching that one scene of a friend of mine's like days ago, which is I forgot what it was now, but it wasn't that funny at all. No, that's the Cable Guy. That show was unfunny. I didn't even watch. I just only watched the odd scenes. There's my friends actually find that part funny. I can't lie about that. It's like, I don't know why, because there's nothing funny in it. You can't just laugh at something a bit because it's a comedy. No, no, it's not like that at all. It's like with an action movie. You think, oh, you see the odd scenes of people shooting each other, and you think, oh, it's automatically a good movie. Then the rest of the movie is like just them talking. It's like that Star Wars where Episode 2, where it got good in the second half of the movie, but yet the first half was just all talking and boredom, to the point where I needed to forward that part in order to watch the best part. And it's like you gotta have more action involved. Like, genres need to have more what they say. It's like watching a horror movie and you think, oh, where's the scary bits? They give you 2 scary scenes and that is it. That's it for the movie. That's it, just 2 scary scenes. You producers have got to make something a bit more better than that. Make it more controversial. Honestly, controversial humor is what made comedy to begin with. It's like they should put in Jeff Ross in a comedy show. Like, they should put him in. He's the best roaster you have. They should put him in a comedy. But he might make it a bit more silly. I don't know. I can't really prove that. I can't really say he might make it silly or not. But it's like, I think they might make a new voice of Peter Family. I'm gonna have to try and see what episode. I think there's a new episode tonight. I'll double check that. So if I had to give this How I Met Your Mother a rating, and there's 9 seasons in this, so I can see why he extended it, because it's pretty funny. And Barney's hilarious with his naughty humor and his puns and how he gets women at the bar. He just gets them so easily. Like, they just fall for any trick of his. I wish I have a trick. I wish I could do skills like that. Just say to women, hey, the world's gonna end soon, and I just need one woman to, And boy, they might not fall for it because it's me. But if they see a charming wee guy like Barney, they're gonna go for it. They don't care they don't care how good looking the guy is. They're just gonna do it anyway. No offense, women, but majority of you women are like that. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my this video. Oh yeah, the rating, right? What rating should I give? I'm gonna give this. Now it's not overly funny. It can be parts of it is funny, but I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's definitely above average. So 7 out of 10, which is not too bad. That's above average. So 7 is kind of a good score. 5, 6 is more average for me. I think of this at the pH scale. The first 4 is like not good, below average. 5 and 6 is average. Then after above 6 is like good. So yeah. So I wish they made more like that. There is another one that's like that, and I've only watched 1 season so far because I think season 2 is due to come out. I don't know when, but that's How I Met Your Father. Don't know if I should talk about that because it's terrible. It's not funny. That's like a knockoff on How I Met Your Mother. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, comment below, share with everybody subscribe and hit the bell notification below. And yeah, I hope you have a great evening.